We're going to demonstrate the hurdles this morning, and that is basically a cross-country move where you're swinging your legs back and forth and your arms with the opposite leg, and then we're going to start bringing the knees up high and you kick out front and back as you, like you're jumping over a hurdle, but you don't take a step in between. And your hands are down by your hips, doing figure eights, keeping them low, back and forth, nice and straight in the water. Suck it up, straight back, straight shoulders. Tip your hips forward a little bit so you're not straining the lower back. So we just kick out front and back. As your hands go forward, you're kicking out. Bring your heels up high and swing from front to back. Okay, you can get a good movement there. You could do them shorter and faster.
Say that again.
Now?
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to do the side crunch. Basically, you go into a tuck position, and you're going to roll your hips to one side and kick out. Our head always faces the same. Bring you into a tuck again, and kick out to the opposite side. Away. So we're stretching the laterals. Get one hip up, the other down. Back, tuck, swing to the side, kick, tuck, swing to the side, and crunch out. Okay. The tighter the tuck, the more you have to pull your core muscles to swing from side to side. So bring it in as close as you can, and keep that back fairly straight, and kick out.
These should come out pretty good because they're close.
Then the pendulum, which is also a tuck and roll, works the front and the back muscles. We start out, we're going to drop the hips, bring in the knees, and bring the shoulders forward. Push, and then we're going to roll forward, kick out behind us, and then up, bring into a tuck, roll back, and kick out. Tuck and roll. It's real important to bring your shoulders. You should be actively moving your shoulders front to back. Your arms kind of go with the shoulders. They're sort of a counterweight. They help pull your body in, and you get that pendulum movement, sort of, but it's more like a tuck and a roll, like you're sitting on a swing, and you're going
Okay.
Okay, a basic crunch. Drop your hips, bring your shoulders in to meet the knees. Push your shoulders back, straighten out. Straighten, and then back, repeat. When you get straight, you kind of squeeze. You know you can't get yourself any straighter when you squeeze and your back straight. So squeeze the buttocks, the gluteus maximus. And you know you're straight. It's not important to have your feet, actually it's better not to have your feet on the surface. You can get a better, you're dropping your hips and bringing your shoulders forward and pushing back. These don't feel like much, but after you do 10 or 12 of them, you feel the difference. It works all the way up the abs. And then to do a crunch and roll, it's the same motion, but when you kick out, you just swing one hip up, and then you swing the other one up. In, crunch, straight, crunch, swing your hip up and straight. Your feet, you don't want to hold your feet, your toes flexed or pointed all the way through this. They should just be relaxed. Focus more on the upper body. In and out. Actually, if you keep your knees underwater, you don't get any backsplash in the face. You learned that one the hard way.
Yeah.
Nice and straight, in and out. There we go. Okay.
Wait. Okay.
Okay, stretches in between. We're going to do a high, bring your knee up high. Just bend your elbow. Nothing needs to touch. Just swing. You should feel your hips shifting as you go to the floor. The opposite elbow's coming across, and you're twisting. You pass that hip, pass that shoulder. So we're twisting. Then we're going to tap the instep. We sit back, bring the
Move back a tiny bit.
pardon?
Move back a little
Okay.
bit.
Bring
Okay,
your
that's good
foot
enough.
up for tap the instep. Keep your knees turned out. Stretch it out. Stretch the leg out. Just tap. You should be sitting up, so you're kind of clenching your stomach and bring it. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. And then we're going to be feet to the floor, flutter kicking. Bring the right heel up behind the hip. Tap your right, and then switch to the left side. This is a stretch for the abs, and you can lean back a little bit, and you're crunching your back to do these. Okay, then another one that
Is that the moonwalk too?
Pardon?
Is that the moonwalk too?
Oh, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do
Not
that
now.
at the end.
But I thought maybe it was the same.
Let's do these while I'm thinking about them. On the neck, just touch your fingers to the neck. They don't hold, they don't pull. You just open and close the elbows. You should feel a stretch across, all the way across the top of the back and the shoulders. Just bring them and touch them. You can do this out of the water as well. All right, keep your backs fairly straight. Okay. And then the last one we do is for the piriformis. It's the figure 4, the yoga figure 4. Bend your left knee. Your right ankle stays glued to the top of that knee all the way through this. We're going to keep the left knee bent all the way through. We drop the knee, the left leg down. So we're kneeling and bring the knee back up slowly. If you feel a stretch in your back buttock, that's the piriformis being stretched out. So we go up, down, and up. Some people kind of push their knee down so it's straight. You can feel a difference. Some people pull their knee
That's a
up.
good place.
You do what's comfortable for you. You don't want to yank it or tear it. You just want to stretch it. Okay, then switch legs. Do it 2 or 3 times. You go down, slow, and bring it up. Slow. Alright. And then down and up. And here's the side view of it. And if you feel that, if you don't feel it, that's good. You've got a good, strong, healthy piriformis. But if it's real tight, this helps loosen it up. It helps open it up for sciatic nerve as well. Okay, and then the last thing I've been asked to demonstrate is the moonwalking, which is a little tricky thing to do. Basically, it's a flutter kick. You keep your elbows down by your hips, your elbows, and your hands down low. And then we're moving, the force of the movement, the focus of the mind, the muscle is from back to front. Opposite arm and leg, you just push, 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 push. You push in the water from back to front. I'll turn around so you can see me doing it. Back to front. Just dig in. The legs are fairly straight. You want to push the water with the whole leg forward and the whole arm forward. How's that?
Yeah, that seems good.